Hello guys, Cali Q is back, and today I want to check out this Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising free edition. Now this series has been creeping up on me, man. I don't know much about it. I don't even know if these stories are connected or not. However, I've been having my eye on Granblue ever since I saw that awesome JRPG coming out early next year. I was totally shocked when I figured out that this game had a versus game coming out soon. Now I believe that this is like maybe like another edition of an already previously released versus game. So I'm just here to check this one out and give you guys some of my first thoughts, impressions on the free version, and this might be for anybody who's looking to see if the free version is even worth downloading with your time. Now we go to the character select and I just see a nice amount of characters, and I really like that. Now once again, I do believe that this is an already additional version to an already released game, but to me, I love having options. It's no different than what Capcom does with Super Street Fighter, so I'm here all for it, and I always love Arc System Works games. And right away, I'm very impressed with the presentation of the game. Everything's colorful, it's light, the menus are easy to navigate. I love the options. There's a plethora of different modes and things to do right away once you just boot up the game. So I really like that, and it's making a great first impression on me. So then I jumped right into the training mode just to get a feel of this game. Guys, I'm going to have a confession here. I'm not really good at Arc System Works games at all. I was not good at Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm not good at Guilty Gear. I'm not good at BlazBlue. I'm not good at any of them. But I do enjoy playing around on them and just getting my hands on them. And I'm a fighting game lover at heart. So I figured I'd get in here and give it a try and give it everything that I got. And I was just button mashing, and button mashing. Then I hopped right over to arcade mode, and man, I just love these beautiful graphics that Arc System Works always manage to put in their games. It just makes you feel like you're watching an anime or just a cel-shaded work of beauty. So I really love how the dialogue changes depending on the characters that you're fighting. I think this is part of the course for Arc System Works games, but again, man, their presentation and the way that they deliver a package is just always so impressive to me. I mean, kudos to you guys for just always delivering quality after quality when it comes to how these games look, how these games play, and the atmosphere that these games manage to put you in. One thing I like about this free edition so far is the amount of modes and things that you actually do get to access. For this to be a free edition, I think that this sets up a new standard for fighting games and what these companies should do, because I'll be honest, this is bigger than a demo, but it's less than the full game, and I feel like I got a great feel for this game just through the free edition alone. I mean, you get to play through a whole set of arcade mode, seeing some of the story and the character interactions, and I really think they were overly generous with this free edition. I mean, yes, it's prompting you to upgrade every here and there, but to me, that's not a problem when you're getting to experience such an awesome game for free. I then jumped over to the campaign/story mode, and it's like this beat 'em up style of game, and I really enjoy 2D classic beat 'em up styles of games, Streets of Rage, things like that, and this just gives me a JRPG anime-esque version of that. But the fact that this is also in the free version really impresses me, because they could have left it at this, and there you go. Now once again, I do think you're only able to play the prologue campaign during the free edition, but again, this is so much content for it to be a free download on Steam. But I really enjoy the extraness of this game. It reminds me of the fighting games of old, where the only modes weren't just fighting. There were actual other modes that made you feel like you just actually bought a complete game. So then the game proceeds with more story cutscenes and just more of the like, and I just cannot get enough of this beautiful animation and these beautiful graphics. But it really is making me interested in the game and its story itself. We have the JRPG coming next year, and I'm just like, man, this series is on a roll, isn't it? I mean, now they have a fighting game out that's doing pretty well. I think it's even reviewed at an 86 on OpenCritic, and they're just on fire right now, man. Granblue is just on fire, and I'm here for it because I want to get into this series. I don't know the origin of the series. I don't even know the characters, but it's impressing me more and more. So here we get a little bit more about the lore and the backstory and the story of Granblue, which is helpful for newcomers like me, because I know absolutely nothing about this game, its story, its lore, its characters. I know nothing. And it's just nice to have such beautiful artwork, beautiful animation as you learn more about the world and story of Granblue. Next, I wanted to just tinker around with some of the different options. So I went to the Figure Studio, and I know that this is a staple in most Arc System Works games, but I just wanted to see it here again and how they handled it and what they put into the Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising edition. And once again, man, I just really enjoy these plethora of different modes and things that you get to play around with on this version. Of course, the controls were a little wonky and janky for me, so you see me here trying to figure out what in the world am I doing. But once I got going, it was really fun to just play with the studio and the figures and putting the different characters in. It made me really want to buy the full game so that I can actually pose and get all the characters and make a cool little scene the way that I really would like to. But again, this feature in a fighting game is so refreshing. It's so dope. I really, really love it. And just kudos to everyone involved for just remembering to make complete fighting games. This game feels more complete than a lot of fighting games that have came out in the previous year that I have paid $60 for. That's how impressed I am by this free version. So let me get off of tinkering around here, because I think I would spend a lot of time in the posing studio, Figure Studio, because I'm a sucker for little additional things like this. I love things like this. Oh, I got to get off of it. So then we're going back to the story, and I really like how there's dialogue. It kind of makes it feel like a JRPG of sorts. So it's like you're jumping back and forth between a fighting game, a JRPG, and a beat 'em up. And I just, man, I'm very, very, very impressed with Granblue as a whole, because this series is just continuing to impress me and make me interested in it. I haven't been this interested in a series that I know nothing about in a very, very, very long time. And now it's time for the moment you guys have all been waiting for. You do have access to some online options as well on this free version. And I don't know if you guys know anything about me, but I like to jump straight in raw, straight to ranked. Now, we were greeted with this lobby, and Arc System Works have always had nice little cute lobbies like this, so I was not surprised, and I was expecting something to be nice, adorable, and feel as good as this lobby feels. I really like the freedom. It's funny, it's quirky, it's cute, it's Arc System Works. They were one of the guys, or the pioneers, who really got this whole lobby arcade thing going in most fighting games today. Then I came over here and started punching my man with my homies. We just had to jump him up real quick. He was getting out of line because I didn't have enough money to play the crane game. But again, the online just gives you a lot of different options. I made sure I picked my character after I smacked this guy a little around a little bit. And now we're going to go find an arcade so that we can actually get our hands on some ranked matches here. And I jumped online, and guys, unfortunately my computer did not record my versus match, unfortunately, because I think it had to approve of Granblue being ran, so it didn't record it. But take my word for it, it ran really smooth. I picked Siegfried and I won. If you don't believe me, you can come test yourself. You guys don't want any of this smoke that I'm producing. But I was very impressed with the netcode. I was very happy with the gaming experience that I had had online, and it made me honestly want to have more. It made me want to jump in and actually buy the full game. So hey guys, if you don't have anything to do, if you're not really a fighting game player or not really big into fighters, I still recommend downloading the free version, give it a shot, support this series. I, for one, I'm very highly consider buying this game now, the full version, because of how impressed I am with this free version and how impressed I am with the gameplay's performance, with the game's presentation, and just the plethora of modes that is in this game. It makes me so excited for the JRPG version, and I just cannot wait to dive headfirst into this series. This is my mini impression / review of Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising free edition. I say it's worth your time. I think you should go and download it and give it a shot. Again, I'm not really good at anime fighters / Arc System Work fighters, but I have fun with this game because of the amount of content and different modes that are actually present in this game. I say it's highly worth your time, and it just makes me even more excited for the JRPG version or adventure action version coming out in February of 2024. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Thank you for supporting the channel. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you to my channel members, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Let me know if you enjoyed this series. Let me know if you're going to give this game a shot. All right, guys, until the next one.